Diana Morales, you just written a book, and this was a book based on the last part of your life, the whole, really all your adult life, right?
Yes.
And what's the name of the book?
To Forgiveness from Love.
And what caused you, what brought about this desire to write down the story of your life?
It's based on my past relationship with a sexual addict and the red flags that were going off that, I should have noticed and didn't. And I'm hoping with the book that this will help other people notice, the signs of the sexual addiction. And the extremes that the addict will go to hide their addiction, the lies, the deceit, and hopefully help other people, and how to get past it by forgiveness. Through forgiveness, you're able to help get past that and through that.
Okay. So your motivation for writing the book was it a cathartic experience for you, just to kind of get it out, or was it?
It was. I felt compelled to write it. I saw the cover of the book. I was like, I have to write this book.
You had a vision of what you...
I saw a vision of the cover of the book, and it was just something that I needed to write, and I started writing it, and it just flowed out, and,
It's based on a true story.
It's based on a true story.
Although the names have been changed to protect the guilty, right?
Yes. Which my ex-husband is doing 3 years in prison right now. His was to the extreme. It was, sexual addiction that was out of control and ended up turning into a molestation of a young girl. And we went through the process of, criminally prosecuting him. Yes.
Wow. So that must have been really difficult for you to try to get past. Probably a lot of people didn't know what you were going through.
Correct. I didn't tell a lot of people what I was going through. It was a difficult time in my life, but I'm here. I survived, and I want to help other people get past that and help them to, get through a difficult period in their life. And I think it'll touch a lot of people, because this is a very prevalent addiction, more so than alcoholism, drug addiction. It's on the rampage right now. The statistics are that this is because of the internet, it's everywhere. A lot of, people are getting more and more addicted to pornography or, sex.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the balancing point? I mean, how do you balance out somebody that's over the top with somebody that just hasn't, they're interested in sex, but they're not going crazy?
Oh, how do you,
how can you tell the person
how can you
that's
tell?
out of balance?
The person that's out of balance is to the extreme, to where they're hiding it, they're sneaking around, they're, on the computer a lot, calling call girls, meeting up with women, and it's not enough. And it's something that overtakes their life, and that they, are compelled to do. They can just, it's never enough. And it has nothing to do with sex. It's, it has to do with an emptiness that they have inside of them that they're trying to fulfill.
So how do you deal with, in the book, do you talk about anything that has to do with filling that void in the book?
I do. I talk about, for me, what helped me get past that was God. And I know that for him too, that he's reached out to God. And basically the only way to really get past this is to give the addiction to God and have him help you get through it. Fill that void, because it's a void that you're missing. And a lot of statistics say, a lot of psychologists say that this is an addiction that doesn't go away, that they will always have, and it's one that you can't get rid of because people have sex. It's not like an alcoholic that, can say, oh, I'm not going to go to the bar and be away from alcohol. Sex is everywhere. It's on the billboards, it's in magazines, it's on TV. It's those little trigger things that start and then just build and build and build, and it gets out of control.
So what do you hope to happen out of the publishing of this book?
I hope to bring awareness, about the sexual addiction. I have a little parts in there in the book about, some celebrities so people can relate, like, Sandra Bullock, Jesse James, Tiger Woods, and Ellen, and John Edwards, and those people that they're out of control, and they're high-profile people, so people can relate to them, they know them, and I'm hoping that, they'll see the signs, help them, either get help themselves, or if they're in a relationship, that they can either get out or try to help their partner, if they want to stay with them, to help them get help to get past that.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time out
Thank
today
you.
to talk to us, and we hope to see your book on the bookshelves.
Thank you, Stan.